We welcome you to Central Maine Community College as Munson Media Sports brings you this playoff game between the visiting Seawolves of Southern Maine Community College taking on the Central Maine Community College Mustangs. Hello, buddy. I'm Rob Munson. Be joined here shortly by Caleb Lamb. Caleb currently upstairs getting set to do senior day activities. We'll bring those senior recognition activities to you as they gather the families up here on the soccer complex here. Teams going through their final warm-ups before we get to the senior ceremony. Very glad that you could join us here on a blustery, windy, cold afternoon. Not unseasonable for this time of year, of course. So we are heading towards November here very quickly and heading towards the final week of October here. So we're expecting to have a little bit of conditions that may be less than we're used to here. You can hear the wind rustling through my headset. We're going to put the woolies on the headsets here. That'll cut down some of the wind here. Got Mishi on the camera today. Teams are lined up in a place that we really can't get to. Probably. There we go. Good job, Mish. So Seawolves come in as the 3 seed against the 2-seeded Mustangs. As we said before we get in, we'll honor the seniors. This worked out well as they had their senior game canceled. And they were hoping to be able to use a playoff game for their ceremony, and they will be able to do that. Haley Wing. Haley, unfortunately, has got to come out on crutches. Unfortunate, as she was a key component of this program in her years. Lily Caban and her family members coming out. Lena LeBlanc. Six goals in her 21 games. Elena and her family. Sarah Labby. A nice picture of Sarah and teammates. Heather Nelson. She's from Pittsfield, Maine, MCI. Heather playing on the back line, part of that defensive core for Coach Rob Rodriguez over her 2 years. Olivia Varney. Nine goals, 5 assists in her career.
The hard-working box-to-box midfielder also received YSCC All-Conference honors last season. Olivia is joined on the field by her coach, Scott and Rochelle, and her
Doing the old 1-2 out there. That's fantastic. Comes Cassandra. Elena Strickland from Lowell, Mass. Yeah, she's played everywhere during her career here. A goal and 2 assists over her career. Gloria San Pedro.
forward from Auburn, Maine, Gloria landed back with her hometown team after starting her college career at UMaine Farmington. An excellent on-the-ball player, she has picked up 4 goals this season in 11 appearances.
4 goals this season.
Gloria is joined on the field by her sister Yali, brothers Zeppelin and Sam, her boyfriend Idris and his family, mother Fatuma, and siblings Amina, Sanaa, and Mohammed Bashir.
Fantastic. Ram doing the picture on us. You see him. The young guy stole the show out there on that one. Emma Koch. Started her career in the goal, but showed her versatility by moving out in the field. One of the captains here for the Mustangs. Need to be hugging those players here to keep them warm. Parents and families all dressed in winter attire. They're going to get a group picture of the seniors, and we'll stay on that shot for you here from the complex. Look for these pictures to be up later on the CM Athletics page on Facebook, courtesy of Ram Photography. Plus, there will be action pictures from today's game as well. So we'll get together with the starting lineups.
The YSCC All-Conference women's soccer players participating in
They're going to recognize the participants who made all conference in this.
Isabella Tanis, and from CMCC, Michaela Martirano and Bianca Gilmore. Congratulations on your YSCC All-Conference selection. Now we will allow our referee crew to bring both teams together at midfield before we present today's starting 11.
So teams will meet at midfield here as the officials will get set to do the honors there. As the rivals take the field. We'll have the starting lineups announced upstairs. We'll be hosting the tournament next week and hoping to figure out a way that we can get a wireless sound system that can transmit far enough away from the where we are to the press box. So we'll work on that. Starting lineups being introduced. Alexis Kelsey. Kiana Salazar. Addie Fiendaka. Riley Wright. Isabella Cannon. Jade Eastman. Jocelyn Civiello. Amaya Braley. Aubrey Gilbert. In goal, Ethan Wells, the head coach. Here come the Mustangs. Madison Valentine. Megan Remington. Lily Caban. Bianca Gilmore. Elena LeBlanc. Heather Nelson. Olivia Varney. There's Ksenia. Kenzie. And Emma. And Devin will be in goal as she has been. Coach Rob Rodriguez. And we will have the national anthem. So we'll get set to get underway just a little after 4 o'clock. 52 degrees under cloudy skies here in Auburn, Maine. Thank you for joining us. Just check the feed on Facebook. That looks fine. Got people watching. Go back and check things out on YouTube. Make sure that stream's up and going. And that looks fine too, so. Fastest man in the West. Fastest man in the East Coast, Caleb Lamb, already back here. As he gets set to do a multitude of tasks. Including play-by-play. Our Rob Kennedy is over at Dartmouth today. Oh, for the weekend. On ESPN Plus this weekend, Rob Kennedy. Doing hockey over there. Caleb slides into position. Well, we're expecting a really competitive tilt here today, as that's what they played during the regular season. And 2-3 matchup here coming in. Mustangs with the home game. They're the 2 seed, obviously. And Seawolves up from South Portland. Pretty good trip to make here if you're traveling for a game. Just a little short hop, skip, and a jump. They're up and at 'em.
Getting a little bit of electronic feedback in the mic, so hopefully that's not carrying over the broadcast as we get set for, as Rob Munzing described, what we expect to be a very even and competitive matchup after neither side could come up with a victory against the other in the 2 meetings during the regular season. 2 draws that show these teams are very, very tight. Not that there's not been moments of individual brilliance from the 2 meetings. A 0-0 tie here in Auburn back on September 23rd. That one, you may remember, came down to a last-second shot that was tipped over the crossbar by Devin Eliason right as time expired to preserve the draw. And then Michaela Martirano coming up with a blistering game-tying goal off the underside of the crossbar down in South Portland on October the 6th in what was a 1-1 draw. Now, they meet with their seasons on the line. Only the winner advances to the YSCC Final Four that'll be held right here in Auburn next weekend. Ksenia Sorterup will get us started as the Mustangs control the opening kickoff, moving from left to right in the home white. And we are underway in this YSCC Women's Soccer East Division quarterfinal. The 2 arch rivals preparing to do battle as Isabella Tennis will try to get herself free in the middle, feeds that one ahead and onto the foot of Jaden Eastman, turned right back, sent long in the direction of Lily Caban, one of the 10 graduating Mustangs players that you heard recognized before the broadcast today. They are playing to extend their soccer careers. Down that right flank, trying to find a way inside, but Bianca Gilmore, good hard touch defense, pass off the foot of Civiello and sent towards the back post, ends up wide. That'll be out for a goal kick.
Yeah, Tester right out of the gate. Well, there will be no tie in this one, Caleb, that's for sure. We'll play until we have a victor.
We do know that, at the very least, that there is going to have to be someone to move on. So a ball will hit the back of the net, whether it's in regulation, extra time, or to the dreaded lottery of penalty kicks, as that goal kick flicked off the head of Elena LeBlanc, and she gets it back from Lily Caban to play the give and go down the right channel. Caban trying to get to the end line. Nice job to cut that one back, trying to get on the inside of Salazar. Deflected away on the feed to the middle. Olivia Varney will hustle to win that one back, but her pass telegraphed, and stepping in front of it is captain Annabelle Fournier. Sent long, Heather Nelson. Looking for room to play that one up the sideline, but Kenzie Richards picking the wrong way to go, which was towards the line where there was no room, and in fact was blocking off the clearing attempt. She did a good job to somehow keep that one in play and force the Seawolves to put it out into touch. Caban. Cross, not going to be deep enough. Fournier gets a foot to it. Ksenia Sornerup with the acrobatic overhead flick. Ball pings around off a body and will be sent for a 50-50. That will be won by Addie Fiandaka. Flipped out of there by Alexis Kelsey. Fiandaka. Richards trying to stand her up, uses the inside channel of Fournier very well. Pass ahead to the front line. Civiello having to turn it back towards the midfield, but a good job just to keep possession at this juncture. Into the middle. A little stumble on the ball, but a nice recovery by Jaden Eastman to then put it through the legs of Sorterup and keep possession. Civiello. Remington able to dispossess with some help from Bianca Gilmore. Remington, who has stepped in as a day one starter, the freshman from Bangor Christian up north. Well, we say up north, really, not even at the halfway point of the state, but that's our main bias for you right now, that we call this Central Maine when it's probably in the lower southern 10% of the state. It's the ball knocked back towards the edge of the penalty area. Varney trying to get onto it. Tanis sprays it out wide, looking for a delivery into the box. Knocked off the foot of Gilmore, but couldn't get a big enough touch to knock it away. Remington to the rescue, and the flag is up on the far side. We're going to see a stoppage of the clock here, as it appears that Bianca Gilmore has gone down injured after getting her leg involved in that tackle. Got a foot on the ball, but she fell awkwardly, Rob, and that can be a danger this early on. Such a key player, one of the team captains and all-conference selection, as we heard as well, and do not want to lose one of the rocks on the back line less than 4 minutes into the start of this playoff game.
Well, one of the things you mentioned, Remington to the rescue. How many times has that been said this year? She's been really, really solid back there all season long. As you said, she stepped in day one, made her presence felt.
She has certainly been a big, big player, and the fact that the referee is immediately waving on Dave Gagne, the athletic director, who also has the medical golf cart, you could say.
Yeah,
it's not a good sign for Bianca Gilmore.
No, as per our policy, we're not showing injured players. It sometimes leads to speculation that, doesn't come with a medical degree by us or by you watching it or anything else. We'll let the medical people do their medical thing. Trainer on site here today, as always.
That is, of course, the worst thing about the nature of these injuries from a broadcast perspective. You can really do nothing but speculate and just keep your fingers crossed in hopes that it is not too serious, despite what looks to be evidence of the contrary.
Well,
both
the winner
teams will come together here very early on. This isn't late enough in the match for any tactical adjustments to be figured out. Both teams are still very much in the feeling out process.
Yeah, you want to stay warm. You want to stay warm on a blustery day like this.
That might be the biggest reason to come together in a huddle like this.
Exactly.
Almost like bees swarming around their hive. Just trying to keep the heat together, as Melena Strickland is going to be the player who will come in here for a substitution.
Well, one of the things this gives us time to do is set up next weekend. We'll be here Saturday and Sunday, as we'll have the women's final YSCC action for you. 2 games on Saturday, the final on Sunday, and that will be a great event here as always. And a couple of years ago we had the women, last year the men, and we rotate back and forth. It'll be women's this year coming up. We'll hope that the weather gods continue to bless us with good weather that we've had all fall, but the date is November 1st. It could be anything, so we'll hope this is going to be a situation that's not going to result in an injury that requires doctor's care.
We certainly have not gotten exactly warm weather when we've had the soccer tournaments here, but we have at least had, relatively sunny skies, not a ton of precipitation, that kind of thing, which generally helps with things.
Yeah.
But
the worst
is soccer
is
tournament will be
wind.
A women's tournament right here in Auburn that this Mustangs team is hoping they will be a part of the semifinals as Varney feeds one through looking for Caban. That is cleared away. Nice intervention off the left foot of Salazar. Will turn it out into touch. So the stoppage for Bianca Gilmore has been subbed out. A very key position on that left back side. Emma Koch in the middle with Heather Nelson now. Strickland will be the replacement at fullback. You heard probably in the buildup, she is kind of that Swiss Army knife player, can play at any position on the field. We haven't seen her at goalkeeper, but I wouldn't put it past her to have at least decent skills to don the gloves in her locker if necessary.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Feed down the near side. Richards able to get her thigh to it and steps forward as well. Pass deflected. LeBlond, a swing at it and might have had some contact to help knock her to the ground, but not going to be judged a foul, and a throw in goes the Seawolves' way. Tanis, and hit that off the toe of her boot out into touch. 5th minute of play here in a scoreless first half. Varney, the throw over the top. Caban had it dropped too far in front of her, cleared out. Varney on the volley, sort her up. Tried to feed a left-footed pass down that far side. Valentine have to race after it. Valentine playing pretty far forward today. We've seen her mostly as a defender or a holding midfield. It's sort her up, has a shot go off the crossbar and scrambled away to safety. Well, Ksenia Sorderup, who has not scored yet this season, but boy, has she shown the inclination of it, has had some shots spectacularly stopped, and she has more than once hit the woodwork and adds another one to her unofficial total right there. Put it over the top of Gilbert, left the keeper stranded, but it would not come down off the underside. Throw in right in front of our broadcast position will belong to the Mustangs. Richards goes over the headlong. That had to be picked up by Breeley on the hop. You can only usher it back out of play. We apologize again for that electronic interference. No idea where that's coming from, unfortunately.
I'm not hearing it. Let me see if it's going out on the broadcast.
This throw in here will end up in towards Sorderup, who tries to hit that with the left foot. That will be deflected and played long over the top as Koch trying to hunt it down. Gets run into shoulder to shoulder there with Civiello. Through the middle it comes here. Eastman. Forced back by Remington. Tanis having to hunt down that errant pass a little bit off to the side and ends up over on the far wing at the foot of Riley Wright. Played back, and that could be danger, but Caban charging it down, had a lot of ground to make up. Not going to matter. She will get in there and nips it away off the foot of Salazar. Back to her left foot side. Tries to tee one up across the box. Valentine arriving, but the offside flag is up. Would not have mattered anyway there, unfortunately. Great opportunity worked there as she was cutting inside. So this free kick will be taken inside the area just ahead of the 6-yard box where the last defender was standing. Great job there just to win that one back. It's Ksenia Sorderup. Tries another long-range effort. That one, though, always spinning off the inside of her right foot and ends up well wide of the target. You're not going to mind that, though, if you're head coach Rob Rodriguez, because you still have the opportunities being created. This goal kick ends up bouncing and hopping and skipping past a couple of players. We'll end up close to midfield. Koch onto her left foot side, which is not her strongest, but kind of being called into action there as she'll be helping out Melina Strickland. Both of those players trying to work the connection very quickly in place of the injured captain Bianca Gilmore. And we've got another stoppage of the clock, and it's Ksenia Sorderup who is down now. The second Mustangs player to hit the turf, and the trainer is being called on for her as well. Well, Sorderup's been nursing a lower body injury this season that has curtailed some of her minutes. It's been mostly used in small spurts of productivity. But she's so dangerous to have on the field, as you saw with that shot that rocketed off the crossbar. You want to have a player like that involved in the important matches and getting the start here today. But wonder if that one happened during that last shot attempt that came awkwardly off her foot. Could be an indication of jamming the foot in the ground as she made the swing at it. That's the type of thing that can aggravate an existing injury.
Yeah, turf's not very forgiving for that either, Caleb.
As much as it's helpful to have in terms of the playing surface being, let's say, the same throughout, it stays very conventional. It can be tough when you get the turf monster that comes up and grabs you every once in a while, and she's going to need to be substituted off. So Riley Pelletier is going to come onto the field in her stead. Well, we've got a veritable waiting room of players back here behind our position, with our training table being attended to. And two potential key ones that have had to come off inside of the first 10 minutes of this game.
Well, one of the first things Coach Rodriguez told me to start the year, we have a deep bench this year. Well, it's getting tested.
Roster made up of some 26 players that has plenty available to go to, and Rob Rodriguez, ever the players' coach, has made sure to get everybody into the games as much as possible throughout the season. So even the new arrivals and first-year players who have been on the bench most of the time have seen plenty of time. As a ball into the box here for Eastman, nearly found a chance, and it will end up in the back of the net. Left-footed shot into the top corner, and inside of 10 minutes, it's the Seawolves on the board.
Here it is.
Look at this one coming in. It was Fournier who was in the area. I'm not sure if she was the one who got the left foot to it. The playback speed a little bit slow here, as this one's going to come across. And just that ricochet there. And as it is poked across, it is Fournier who just slams that one into the top of the net. So a nice job there to finish things off on a good run into the box.
We just had the slowest replay in the history of replays here. It was down to one frame. Whoever had the last replay on this really slowed it down. We fixed it. It'll be half speed now.
The anticipation was building, even if we knew the outcome.
Yeah, we needed the catch-up coming out. Anticipation.
Foul there will be given against the Seawolves on the restart. Lena LeBlanc, the player who was knocked over there. Well, it goes from bad to worse for Central Maine. Two players off injured, and then almost immediately after the restart, a ball ends up in the back of their net, and the Seawolves draw first blood as the number 3 seed. Feed down towards the end line, trying to get to it, LeBlanc, and her cross is off the mark, will end up out of play. Couldn't really wrap her foot around the ball there to slam it into a dangerous area. Mustangs now, if they weren't already going to be in an aggressive posture going in search of a goal, will have no choice now as they look for an equalizer. Pelletier able to win that one back quickly. LeBlanc through the middle. Knocked away nicely by Kenny. Richards. Didn't get good contact on that one. Could only knock it a yard or so forward directly into the thigh of Fiandaca. It's played backwards for Salazar. Pelletier miskicks that one straight out of bounds. So the opening goal for Fournier is her 6th of the season. Leading scorer on this Seawolves team. A nice job to finish off that opportunity. Free kick here, floated in, but only in the direction of Richards. This touch, though, off her left leg is going to gift wrap possession back to the Seawolves. LeBlanc able to take it away from Tanis. hopeful ball forward, but that is hit too long and only finds one destination, straight to the arms of Aubrey Gilbert. Mustangs looking tentative at the moment. A lot of missed traps, missed plays, and maybe just working things too quickly, trying to get back into this game almost instantly. It's going to be a lot of pressure on those shoulders and going to have to manage these tense moments here. It's Remington looking for Varney. Good touch out of the air, but was immediately swarmed by Riley Wright, and that will be knocked out of bounds. Belongs to the Seawolves. Excuse me, to the Mustangs. Ellie Schlichting, who's prepared to sub into the game, will have to wait for the next stoppage with her team in possession before she can enter the fray. Strickland. Remington, who's playing further forward here in front of Koch and Nelson, so really more as a holding midfielder. Nice backtracking here by Madison Valentine, who appears to have swapped with Milena Strickland on that left side of midfield. Dropped off. Feed across from Braley. Tanis. To the top of the box, Remington on the takeaway. Will try to play long, but pass intercepted by Eastman, who stepped right in front of it. Strickland looking to play over the top here. Caban on the chase. Caban will take it away. Tried to feed inside, but LeBlanc had the miscue, was trying to head centrally there and was not expecting a ball played short for a possible give and go. Richards will take the throw in. Knocked right back in her direction. She'll put her foot through it. LeBlanc brings it down. And her pass well out of play on the turn. That will allow the substitution to be made here for the Seawolves. So Schlichting coming in. And it is going to be Fournier who makes way for her. The goal scorer coming off the field. I wonder if that is just managing minutes early on here from head coach Ethan Wells. He's making that substitution after just about 18 minutes. On the turn here, Kelsey has it knocked out of bounds, but will stay in the visitors' possession. And LeBlanc, who's trying to take a moment to tie her shoe. There's no opportunity to rest out there at the moment as this pass across, knocked down out of midair by Varney. Couldn't control it, though, on the ricochet, and the Seawolves will be able to push down that right side to try to mount another attack. Long ball, cut out by Valentine. Fed ahead, Varney. Taking a look at the middle of the field, but wanting to get more players forward before she thinks about a cross. Tried to cut it back on her left foot. That one was knocked away, and she did keep it in bounds. Gilbert lunging out into the area at full stretch, able to get her right arm on it and pin it down beside her body. She did not want that one getting free, with Caban and LeBlanc potentially lurking in the area to try to smack home the loose ball. Good play by the goalkeeper to gather it in. Low pass, Remington on it. And immediately surrounded and could not win the ball back with a sliding challenge. Nice job by Eastman to hold her off. Or check that rather, Civiello in the middle. Civiello looking for the return feed. Nice assist there to set things up for Fournier. Now getting down the right side, this attack is going to peter out into nothing as ends up over the end line and a goal kick coming up. This has been an area of concern for this Mustangs team. Not a ton of distance on these goal kicks and cannot afford many miscues here. The first attempt we saw taken pretty well as LeBlanc was able to get her head to it to flick it towards midfield and keep her side in possession, and coming in her direction again. This time it's the Seawolves who touch it first, but Caban on the turn will turn this into a foot race. LeBlanc trying to get up to speed quickly. Nice job there by Salazar just to deal with it. She will be happy to play that one out into touch and allow her side to regroup defensively. And Heather Nelson coming across here to take the throw. Center back. Plays long over the top. Great ball, and it ends up with Lily Caban looking for Varney. The header back towards the top of the box. Cleared by Eastman. To the far side, Schlichting has ample room to run into here. Plays to the middle. Eastman keeps it coming across. Fiandaka, nice job to drag it back. Into the middle. Strickland. Past Valentine, but Riley Pelletier able to come up with it, and she plays long again, but no one on the last defender to try to make the run. Caban certainly going to try to make up for it, and she will force another clear out over the sideline. Boy, Caban showcasing her closing speed here, Rob Munzing.
Boy,
He's
she
doing a
surely
great job.
did. She looked like she was going in fast forward speed and everybody else in normal speed.
She's had a couple of times making runs like that where she's been giving up 10 or more yards, it feels like. As a shot from distance will just roll in on goal. Was on target from Melina Strickland. So we're going to see another substitution preparing to come in. It'll be the former Seawolf, Michaela Martirano, now the leading scorer with this Central Maine squad. This ball played long. Martirano enjoying the life of a nursing student, coming directly here from class on a Saturday, getting very little warm-up time, and into the fray she comes.
Yeah, she had some practicals I think she had to take today for her nursing courses. These kids put the student and student athlete for sure.
Yes, they do.
Academics always coming first.
Clinicals, I think, as they call them for her.
What
and
did
today,
I say?
practicals,
Clinicals.
It ends in an ickle. It's got to be similar, right?
It was ickle.
Ball over the top will end up on the foot of Caban. To her left foot, but too heavy of a touch, and disappointed with herself as she had looked to do just enough to get herself free to deliver a cross into the area. And Martirano, who has gone right up there with her in what looks to be more of a 4-4-2, maybe a 4-3-3 setup, with depending on how far up the field Olivia Varney gets.
Well, you're talking to an elementary ed major, Caleb. That's why I have no idea about clinicals. we were into survivals. That's what we were trying to do, survive.
Goal kick taken here. And that one ends up very nicely settling on the foot of Kelsey, but under pressure immediately and tackled out of bounds by Kenzie Richards. Salazar. And that's going to belong to the Mustangs, much to some of the confusion on the field. I think even Central Maine thought that was going to belong to the Seawolves, but a little unsportingly just throwing the ball away off the field. That long heave by Heather Nelson again puts the back line under pressure. Caban into the area looking for Varney, but gobbled up by Gilbert on the ground.
Well, to Salavar's credit there, she had to get back in her position, and when she gave up the what she thought was going to be a throw, and she threw it a little further so she could get back.
Had already done the hard part of going to gather up the loose ball, and if it wasn't going to belong to her, well, the Mustangs ought to be the one to go do that. This one for Pelletier. Valentine, good trap. Ball into the middle. Caban on the turn. Double teamed. Poked it ahead in the direction of Martirano, but she was too far wide. And again, the Seawolves dispossess and quickly come on the counter. And a beautiful ball down the left-hand channel. Kelsey, shadowed by Nelson. Looking to get to the side. Looking for a chance to feed this one into the box. Left-footed cross. That will end up behind. Did not take a touch off of Nelson, so a goal kick. This one has all the setup of a chess match as we approach the midway point of this first half, Rob Munzing. Both teams looking to punch and counter-punch and be able to set up chances without really giving up too much on the back end. Trying to be careful with it because goals mean so much in this one. Long ball, another miscommunication as Caban was trying to come short, but only as Martirano was prepared to put her foot through it. Comes back to the junior forward from Gorham, Maine. Caban into the area. Varney brought it down, immediately dispossessed though. Ball pops free on a swing and a miss on the attempted clearance. And Amaya Braley will just have to play it out for a corner kick. It's going to be our first set piece of this type in the match. Only Caban to take it here.
Neat thing about being down where we are, we hear the coaches and talking strategy and all. It's really neat.
So many changes throughout the course of the game. Coaches doing as much as they can to try to change the outcome as this delivery in. A little too short. No one really able to get to it as everyone was set up for something towards the back post, but the Mustangs will still possess it. Olivia Varney says, "Don't worry, Kenzie, I'll take this one," as she waves her teammate and defender away. Throw looking for Pelletier, who's able to settle that one, almost trapping it between both legs. It gets free into the box. Shot attempt was blocked. Great move there by Pelletier, who somehow found her way in the area, perhaps not on her preferred foot on the left side, but still gave it a go. Bounced in, Varney lunging in high, and a nice little move to go right around her by Braley. Out for Kelsey. Cut off by Valentine. Can she keep it in? Yes, she can, but at the price of giving possession back to the Seawolves with Civiello on the ball. Cut out by Strickland. And she will play one over the top, looking for Martirano, who will give chase, but always second likely to get to the ball and could not there. Kenzie Richards talking to her head coach, Rob Rodriguez, looking for advice on the situation from what she's seeing, with a lot of chances for this right flank of the Mustangs formation to get up the field. Martirano and Pelletier both there, and it is Pelletier who gets her head to it to nod that one back out of bounds, just a few yards further up the field. Sent towards the feet, and Pelletier committing a foul there is... Oh, she's actually going to win the free kick here. Well, Pelletier was attempting to impair the forward momentum of Alexis Kelsey, and falling to the deck in the process, is going to get the benefit of the call.
Taking one for the team right there.
I'm not sure that they deserve to have the ball, but they do right now for this free kick, headed into the area. Martirano trying to get onto it. Ball played long, cut off by Koch. Ooh, and stolen away off her foot. Nice job by Civiello, putting herself in the line of fire to block that one as Koch was teeing off on the ball. But the defender and captain right back to it will send this one long. Lena LeBlanc prepared to check back into the game, reigning USCAA Player of the Week after her hat-trick performance in the big 7-0 victory on the road against UMaine Augusta to close out the regular season for this CM side. That's what locked up the number 2 seed in the East Division for them and allowed them to have home field advantage for this playoff game. It was a good way to go into the postseason, Rob, because that was their highest offensive output of the season.
I was kidding Coach Rodriguez. I said, you should have saved a couple of those, Coach, for playoffs. He says, I think we got it figured out now. So we'll see if they can uncork some offense. Of course, they're playing a much more defensive team than UMA was. This Seawolves team has been tough to score against all year long.
Anna Polk was preparing to check into the game as well there for the Seawolves, but did not get herself to midfield quickly enough to be allowed onto the field by the referee during that last change, so she'll have to wait for another stoppage. Valentine taking off her foot, won it back, but then put it right into the midsection of Isabella Tanis, who shakes off the discomfort to play a nice ball forward. Civiello rampaging through the defense. Low shot into the corner. What a shot there. Back of the net. And a 2-0 lead. Civiello, beautiful move there, just continuing to take the space that the defense gave her as they backed off and backed off and backed off, and she did not miss from that position. Her 5th goal of the campaign has doubled the Seawolves' lead.
Well, it looked like she was going to go far side, and as the goalie committed, tucked it in near side.
And that, just like for Fournier before her, who scored and was subbed off, will be her last action at the moment as Polk is coming on the field for her. And the Mustangs find themselves 2-0 down midway through this first half. And that goal in the 25th minute certainly changes things here. Varney trying to cut that one back for Caban. And that will ping not quite out of play, as Varney did a good job to force them to have to clear it again off her legs, and that still did not exit out over the end line. So the clearance on the third attempt gives possession back to the Mustangs, who now find themselves in a deep hole, needing to find 2 goals just to extend this contest. It's the first time that either team has had a lead of more than 1 goal. And there's only been 2 goals total scored in the 2 games coming into today's playoff match. So this can feel like a much more sizable lead than 2 would genuinely seem, especially in a playoff game.
Yeah, the territorial advantage to the Mustangs, but territorial advantage doesn't result in goals.
No. Seawolves have been very lethal in the box. Civiello was just given way too much time. Oh, and Varney, nice job to stay even on the midway line, is in behind, has Martirano across. Oh, but the flag does go up at the last second. They're going to say that she must have been leaning across the line.
Ooh.
So as soon as she ran onto that ball and gathered possession, the flag goes up. But that was a great feed forward down that left side, and would be very, very close to look back on replay of that. You, of course, cannot be offside in your own half. But if you are beyond the last defender, even if only your upper body is leaning across that midway stripe, and boy, is it hard to keep yourself from leaning over the line when you're basically like a horse in the stables poised to go across. Header from the area, off the hand and in. Eliason got a touch, not enough to keep it out. And the Seawolves are running rampant in Auburn, have a 3-0 lead in the first half.
Oh, beautiful cross into the box, and what a header that was. We'll take a look back at it again. Here it comes.
Tanis able to just get it to it. Off the right hand of Eliason is from point-blank range. She tried her best to dive into that one, but nothing she could do about it. And I believe that was Schlichting who had the beautiful delivery into the area.
Boy.
And the header finds the back of the net.
As you said, they have been lethal in the area today.
So that one going in off the head of Isabella Tanis, who is the all-conference player for this Seawolves team, her 4th goal of the season. And that may have just put this one well away. Central Maine needing to score 3 goals just to get back into the fight in this one. Southern Maine, any time the ball has gone into the area, has continued to cause problems. Gloria San Pedro was the player who came in for the Mustangs as a long ball looking for Elena LeBlond. Pings away off of Caban, and that will be gathered in by Gilbert. Gilbert will scoop this one up. Punt only gets as far as LeBlond's right foot to knock it down out of midair, trying to link up with Martirano there, as Annabelle Fournier is the player getting ready to check back into the game. Polk trying to get past San Pedro. That one deflected off the leg of San Pedro. That will allow the substitution to be made. And also going to be a change here. Jalen Poitras coming in.
Yeah, they're looking for some goal scorers out of the Mustangs. Poitras can do that.
Player who has also picked up USCAA Player of the Week honors this week, had a hat trick in the come-from-behind win against Word of Life. The Mustangs were 2-0 down in the first half in that game before scoring 5 unanswered, so it's certainly possible, but this is going to be a big-time comeback if they can pull it off. That cross too close to the keeper. Gathered in by Gilbert. So 3 different goal scorers in the back of the net so far in this one. And really the only real 3 chances that have been created by this offense. Yeah. The Mustangs, meanwhile, have been lurking around the edge of the area with plenty of opportunities, but
just haven't been able to get the final touch just right. Their best opportunity came early on, first 5 minutes or so, when Ksenia Sorter up, the first 10 minutes, I should say, when she had a long-range effort that hammered against the crossbar. But unlike Michaela Martirano's shot on the road that earned a 1-1 draw in South Portland earlier this month, this time the ball did not come down off the underside and go across the line, instead back into play. And she went off injured just a few moments after that, along with Bianca Gilmore, who starter and team captain in all-conference selection, was injured inside of 4 minutes and has not returned to play since either.
Yeah, I don't see either of them in behind us with training staff, so they may have been ruled out. We'll try to find that information out for you at the half.
15 minutes to go here before the halftime break. Southern Maine in complete control of this one. Martirano turned over in the midfield. Fiandaca knocking it back. Tanis can only scoop it up into the air. San Pedro trying to bring it down. Zion Armstrong prepared to enter the fray now. But she's going to have to wait. This one's going to be ruled a foul against the Mustangs. Zion Armstrong, who scored the first goal of the season for Central Maine. A 2-1 loss on the road against Thomas, marking her collegiate debut with a score, but went down with an injury soon after, and it's been used sparingly as she's gotten back into the fray as this season has gone on, and now will come in the postseason trying to summon more magic. Richards knocks it down, but could not control, turned over to Fournier. Ball into the area. Remington will just send it out over the sideline. Advanced position to come up the field here for Riley Wright to take the throw.
Well, being down 3-0 takes the crowd out of it as well, Caleb. Usually a raucous crowd here for the Mustangs. Although good equal representation here on the weekend for Southern Maine.
Of course, it is a weekend one, so you don't have as many of the students on campus, but anyone with any kind of connection to either of these women's soccer programs is going to be here to check this one out.
Yeah, I'm looking in behind me here. Nice representation up on the hill, both teams, as it should be. Of course, it was senior day here for the Mustangs. All the families came out. Nice scenes.
Pair of substitutions there as Armstrong on for Kenzie Richards, and also saw Civiello back into the fray, replacing Schlichting, who had come on for her earlier on in the half. Gilbert lines up this punt, drops it a little bit short.
Against the wind a little bit.
That certainly isn't going to help things, as that one, though, is taken back very nicely there by Fiandaca. A foot pass forward. Civiello dispossessed by Valentine. Into the middle for Caban, who's dropped a little bit deeper here to try to pull the strings. Ball through for Poitras. Cleared away, and Polk will get a foot on it to keep it in bounds. Sends it forward for Civiello, who does nice to just keep possession there. Nelson charging forward, read that one well on the bounce. Tries to play over the top. Poitras in behind, but Gilbert off her line will come and collect to clear up the danger. Nice job there, got her timing right for the goalkeeper to charge off her line. See the Seawolves defensive line sitting a bit deeper, especially anytime the ball ends up in their field. They have looked to press high and hold an offside line trap. It's Martirano trying to pounce on that errant pass, but nice job to clean it up by Salazar. Polk into the middle. San Pedro takes it away. Cuts it back. Martirano, team leading scorer. Played long over the top, but could not get that one more toward the lateral pass, trying to go across the box for Varney at the back post, instead straight at the keeper. Coming up on 10 minutes to go here in this first half of play. San Pedro off her left foot. Caban able to take it back. Feed for Varney, too short. Cleared ahead, Civiello. Over the head there of Koch very nicely for Kenny to try to charge onto. Or no, excuse me, Kelsey down that far side. Her cutback pass read by Koch will be taken away from her by Wright. And could not dial up a cross that was necessary. And this will be a goal kick. And that will allow the substitutions to be made. A pair of them coming in for the Seawolves. So Schlichting's going to be back in, along with Eastman. So goal kick here for Eliason. Caban couldn't get a touch to that one, but she will block the clearing attempt, and that pinballs straight to an open Olivia Varney. Tries to play early, but too far, and the clearance ricochets off the leg of Poitras and straight back to the goalkeeper. Well, just another example, Rob, of being close to setting up a great attack, but just having something go wrong.
Yeah, I think in the final 10 here, Mustangs can get one. It'll be a little momentum for them.
Poitras trying to fight her way past on the inside. Great job by Amaya Braley to hold her off. Valentine missed the ball under her foot. Nelson chips it forward. Armstrong will cut it out, but swiped away from her by Kelsey again. Eastman. Tanis. And did she trip up? Yes, she did trip up. Lily Caban who hit the deck. Fiandaca committing the foul, and that will be a chance for, I bet, Megan Remington to tee this one up just inside her own half. High line set up here by the Seawolves, but no one from the Mustangs really getting a running start at that one. Martirano trying to outmuscle her defender, did so there. Bounces off another challenge from Braley. She does have to try to play it out of the corner. Good scramble there. The cross coming in will end up in behind, out of play. Good pressure there, bringing the double team to not allow Martirano to get clean contact or to really look up and locate any help coming in her direction.
Well, the Seawolves are used to, getting into defensive posture when they get up a goal or two. That's their game, and it's like a holiday for them being up 3.
They are going to stop the clock here after Seawolves were taking their sweet time to set up that goal kick with the defender coming back for it. That will be off of San Pedro and out of play. Salazar. Good turn here by Eastman, buys herself a little bit of space. Valentine. Sent forward, Poitras onto it. Clips it ahead, looking for Martirano, who does a great job to get a touch to it to keep it in momentarily before it will spin out of bounds. But a little bit further into the half for the Seawolves. Invites more pressure up the field, and the substitution coming in before the restart. We'll see the addition of Alyssa Rodriguez to the game. It's going to be Fiandaca who makes way for her. Throw in. Kelsey just knocks it backwards. Salazar straight off the backside of Martirano and out of play again. Well, Mustangs are certainly pressing forward looking for goals. The 4-3-3 in full effect here, Rob, as they've got lots of offensive options to choose from, but have to quickly try and get these players gelling. Pass across. Kelsey on the turn. Eastman through the middle. Gets Rodriguez into the action with her first touch. Continued it out wide for Kelsey. Or rather, Schlichting, who's out there wide, the number 11, not the number 10. Poitras takes it down off her chest. Just trying to find a way through. Has help from Martirano. Nice move to cut it back, and couldn't get her shot on target as she was off balance, sliding forward a little bit. Could only put that one wide to the left, but a good run forward once again.
Couple of nice dekes there to get herself in scoring position, but as you said, little off balance through that one wide left.
And Martirano up there with her, and I think was looking for an opportunity to make that pass out wide to the right, but didn't see the opening, and she was full stretch there trying to avoid losing the ball. Just hooked that shot wide to the left. Armstrong going to step in front of this one. Played for Caban off the heels of her junior teammate. Played long. Schlichting. Rodriguez. Nicked away from her. San Pedro. Caban, beautiful move into the area. Knocked away from her. Put that ball through the legs of the defender, and a foul going to be called on Caban, who was in pursuit and forced that errant pass, but that's going to let the Seawolves out of jail with a chance to tee up a free kick to clear their lines. 40th minute of play here. 3-0 lead for the Seawolves, who have executed their game plan perfectly. 3 chances in the box. 3 times the ball has hit the back of the net. San Pedro from distance. Tried to spin back with it, but taken off the ball. Well done to take away her time and space. Armstrong. Valentine going to cut this one off. Pass back for Armstrong was left too short, and that will be knocked out of play. Eastman will leave the throw in here for Salazar, who comes up from her position on the defensive line. On the turn, that one would not walk the tightrope of the yellow line. Valentine, she plays ahead, headed down. Pinball's back for Salazar, trying to go through the middle, cut off by Remington. Ladles one over the top. Poitras will win it off the first touch by the defender and plays Varney out wide on the left. Olivia Varney, who's got a powerful foot, but she has not been able to get her passes right. And again, that one well off target, straight to the goalkeeper. That's really where the problem has lied for this Central Maine offense, Rob. They get into the areas, but the final ball has been certainly less than what's been required. Haven't got that last pass correct this game.
You know, other than hitting the crossbar, Gilbert really hasn't been challenged.
Martirano trying to say that last touch came off the defender. Is she going to convince the linesman? She does. It will be a corner kick.
And Gilbert's tough to beat. She's a good keeper. Lights are on here at the complex. We're kind of in that middling stage here.
Might as well have them just to add an extra little bit of illumination, as Martirano's corner kick is once again too short. Doesn't beat the first man. Ball, though, bounces right back to her, and that will be cleared away. Civiello getting her foot to it.
Mishi's on our camera, did hockey last night. He says, geez, it's warmer in the hockey rink than it is out here. That Norway Savings Bank Arena is the warmest rink I've ever worked in, and it's fantastic for us old guys.
They do a good job with it. As San Pedro serves one over the top that, again, is overhit.
Gives us a segue tomorrow night, women's hockey action. Patrick Dexel and I will be over. Caleb will be working downstairs. Should be a good one.
Home opener for the women's hockey team, as they will take on UMass Lowell. A couple of players from this women's soccer team will be linking up with the hockey program after their season ends here, as San Pedro plays it through. A little stumble there from Poitras, who got her shot away, but once again found her path blocked. Comes back to Martirano. Her effort saved. Great job there to stay in front of it by Gilbert, who gathers in one of the best opportunities that's been on target in the game so far for Central Maine.
Well, said she hadn't been tested there, equal to the task.
Remington able to win the ball. And a foul committed by Rodriguez. Minute 45 to go before the half. They don't need to rush this one, and Emma Koch is at full sprint. Doesn't really get a chance to set her sights. Clipped into the area, and that's overhit, and that's why you have to take your time on those. You've got a great opportunity to get players up into the area, but full panic stations there before she made contact with it.
Yeah, clock ticking, and, you know, she had more time probably than she thought.
Take all the time in the world for that one, as you
you're not going to get
sure
many
you get
qualities.
the delivery exactly right. And there's confusion about who's going to take this throw in here. Here's San Pedro. Cross. Well hit. Bounces down. Caban! What a save by Gilbert. Lunging to her left. Still alive. Into the area. They score! With 51 seconds to go. Caban's shot from distance was well saved, but the rebound sat up nicely and was played back across. Hammered into the empty net by Poitras. Game on here.
Yeah, never give up on a play. That's great strategy right there by the Mustangs. Didn't give up on it. When Poitras went in, we said, well, she's in there for a reason.
Oh, excuse me, that was Caban, who had followed that one forward and finished it off.
Yeah, we'll look at it again here. Yeah, it's 9. Right.
Great job to get up there. I wonder if I had that switched around in my mind, seeing both players in the area there. Varney, nice job just to square it. Could have panicked and tried to play that one forward. And might there be one more chance? No, Eliason sliding out to gather that one in. And she knows the momentum's with her team, plays this one long ahead. Varney trying to come back to win it, and she will. Dropped off there. Return feed by Koch is blocked off by Schlichting. And that will eventually end up out of bounds with 15 seconds to go. Taken quickly, Varney just might have to play one forward and hope for someone to get on the end of it. Caban looking for Poitras if she can win it. She does, but it ends up out of bounds, and that will be the last action of the half. Well, the Mustangs go 3-0 down on a superb first half performance by the Seawolves. But in the final minute, the Mustangs pull one back to give themselves some momentum going into halftime of this YSCC Women's Soccer East Division playoff game. We'll step aside here at the break. When we return, we'll have ourselves a winner picked out for who's moving on to Final Four weekend here in Auburn on November 1st. Stay with us on Munzing Media.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2022 to 2025. Set your goals and find your path at CMCC. Let's build a future together.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
Are you stuck with an annuity that's not meeting your needs? Maybe the returns are lower than you expected, or the terms no longer fit your financial goals. Upgrading your annuity could be the solution you've been looking for. With better rates, more flexible options, and the potential to increase your income, upgrading can help you make the most of your investment. We are here to guide you through the process, making it easy and ensuring your financial future is based on your specific goals. Call us to explore your options today.
For years, you've worked hard, saved wisely, and dreamed of this moment. Retirement is one of life's biggest decisions. You don't have to navigate it alone. With Gosline Retirement Planning by your side, you can retire with confidence. We're a team of fiduciaries who specialize in the transition from work life to retirement life, and we're here to help. We at GRP are committed to building a plan that lets you live and give better than you thought possible.
Do you know that your current annuity might not be the best fit anymore? In today's markets, there are new options that could offer greater flexibility, higher growth potential, and even enhanced benefits that can be specifically tailored to your needs. Upgrading your annuity doesn't just mean better rates. It's an opportunity to explore these new innovative options designed to help you get more out of your investment. Don't settle for outdated terms. Contact us today to learn how upgrading your annuity can open the door to better opportunities in your retirement.
The environment is just awesome.
Great campus, small, close-knit community.
Everyone's really welcoming.
Everything feels very personal.
You feel like you belong here.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munson Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munson Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation. Since 1892. And it changes the game, 35-26. This has been a wacko affair.
Our goal in public service is to improve the quality of life in communities. This is the Public Service and Social Sciences Department. We originally started with criminal justice, and then we added more programming.
I'm in the forensic science program.
I want to become a state fire investigator.
State trooper.
I want to be a game warden.
Forensic psychologist.
Behavioral health professional.
CM offers a lot more hands-on learning than most places.
The only way to give them that experience is to do that through immersive scenario training.
You actually dust the fingerprints.
Learning how to go through, take pictures, what to look for.
We are the only college in the state of Maine that offers a third-year advanced certificate in police operations.
It is a great way of excelling your career and jump-starting you onto that path.
Public Service Simulation Center allows us to fully implement an immersive training environment.
Can I see your other hand?
You just don't want to get boxed in.
We teach de-escalation and empathetic communication to better address community needs.
The instructors are awesome.
They really care about our education.
We have people that teach who have been members or are actively members of these industries. This is a one-of-a-kind program.
It's prepared me to have a step up in my professional career.
Here at the school, they're really invested in our education. It's a nice environment.
Is your annuity keeping up with your goals? The financial landscape is constantly evolving, and new annuity options are designed to offer more benefits, better flexibility, and improved growth potential. Upgrading your annuity can help you take advantage of these opportunities and make your money work harder for you. Whether you're looking for higher income, newer, better terms, or added features, now is the time to explore what's possible. Call today to discover how we can help you unlock the full potential of your investment.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
It provides a great opportunity. Just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. It kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good. Like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like USCA.
Jeff Harder here, partner of CBU Advantage. Listen, Medicare can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. Whether you're new to Medicare or exploring your options during open enrollment, our team at CBU Advantage is here to help make it simple. We'll help you compare plans, understand your benefits, and find the coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Don't let the confusion or stress hold you back. We're going to simplify the entire process for you. We're just a phone call away. Call us today or click the link below to book an appointment with a licensed agent to discuss your options. Talk to you all soon.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost. And for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2022 to 2025. Set your goals and find your path at CMCC. Let's build a future together.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
Or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer. An athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
Are you stuck with an annuity that's not meeting your needs? Maybe the returns are lower than you expected, or the terms no longer fit your financial goals. Upgrading your annuity could be the solution you've been looking for. With better rates, more flexible options, and the potential to increase your income, upgrading can help you make the most of your investment. We are here to guide you through the process, making it easy and ensuring your financial future is based on your specific goals. Call us to explore your options today.
For years, you've worked hard, saved wisely, and dreamed of this moment. Retirement is one of life's biggest decisions. You don't have to navigate it alone. With Gosline Retirement Planning by your side, you can retire with confidence. We're a team of fiduciaries who specialize in the transition from work life to retirement life, and we're here to help. We at GRP are committed to building a plan that lets you live and give better than you thought possible.
Do you know that your current annuity might not be the best fit anymore? In today's markets, there are new options that could offer greater flexibility, higher growth potential, and even enhanced benefits that can be specifically tailored to your needs. Upgrading your annuity doesn't just mean better rates. It's an opportunity to explore these new innovative options designed to help you get more out of your investment. Don't settle for outdated terms. Contact us today to learn how upgrading your annuity can open the door to better opportunities in your retirement.
The environment is just awesome.
Great campus, small, close-knit community.
Everyone's really welcoming.
Everything feels very personal.
You feel like you belong here.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munzing Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munzing Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation. Since 1892. And it changes the game, 35-26. This has been a wacko affair.
Our goal in public service is to improve the quality of life in communities. This is the Public Service and Social Sciences Department. We originally started with criminal justice, and then we added more programming.
I'm in the forensic science program.
I want to become a state fire investigator.
State trooper.
I want to be a game warden.
Forensic psychologist.
Behavioral health professional.
CM offers a lot more hands-on learning than most places.
The only way to give them that experience is to do that through immersive scenario training.
You actually dust for fingerprints.
Learning how to go through, take pictures, what to look for.
We are the only college in the state of Maine that offers a third-year advanced certificate in police operations.
It is a great way of excelling your career and jump-starting you onto that path.
The Public Service Simulation Center allows us to fully implement an immersive training environment.
Can I see your other pen?
You just don't want to get boxed in
We teach de-escalation and empathetic communication to better address community needs.
The instructors are awesome.
They really care about our education.
We have people that teach who have been members or are actively members of these industries. This is a one-of-a-kind program.
It's prepared me to have a step up in my professional career.
Here at the school, they're really invested in our education.
It's a nice environment.
Is your annuity keeping up with your goals? The financial landscape is constantly evolving, and new annuity options are designed to offer more benefits, better flexibility, and improved growth potential. Upgrading your annuity can help you take advantage of these opportunities and make your money work harder for you. Whether you're looking for higher income, newer, better terms, or added features, now is the time to explore what's possible. Call today to discover how we can help you unlock the full potential of your investment.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to peak. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
It provides a great opportunity. Just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that you typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. It kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good. Like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like USCA.
Here, field side at our YSCC women's soccer quarterfinal. Number 3, SMCC on top of number 2, Central Maine, a 3-1 lead. The Seawolves went up 3-zip after about a half hour in the first half, with the Mustangs pulling a goal back from Lily Caban in the final minute before the halftime break to spice things up a little bit and potentially change the team talk. Now we prepare to see how these teams will approach the second half. Ready to get things started. Seawolves will have the ball to start. 45 minutes on the clock and ready for the final half for one of these teams' seasons. Getting a little bit chillier here down in Auburn, Maine, but the action prepared to be heated up. So this kickoff is going to go out of bounds, not quite as deep as they might like, trying to get a little bit of territorial advantage, but they will at least get the first touch of the throw in, and that's the design of that tactic, is to hem the opponent into their own end and try to take the ball away on the throw-in. Civiello has already got one goal, feeds it ahead. Shot is blocked as Fournier, looking for her second of the game, had that one immediately knocked back to her, and we've got a stoppage and a point to the spot, penalty given inside of 30 seconds. Oh, excuse me, it's not given as a penalty. This is going to be just outside the area.
Oh, wow.
We've got this one just on the edge of the box. We saw the referee sprinting over, but this is going to be an opportunity to potentially hammer one from just outside the 18. 3-man wall in front. And the shot blazed over the crossbar. Not exactly what they were looking for on that setup, but Rob, that's almost the disadvantage of being that close in is
you'd
you
almost
don't have enough room for the ball to get up and down.
Yes, exactly. You got to get up and over, but it takes a perfect touch, and that one was headed back to South Portland.
Well, a lucky break there for the Mustangs, who gave up a very good opportunity right from kickoff in the second half, but are not made to pay for it, as this SMCC team, Rob, that dispels any notions about how they were going to approach this second half.
That was going to be part of the discussion, Caleb. How are they going to play it? Are they going to sit back? No, they took the offensive right out of the gate with a well-planned attack right out of the gate.
I think one thing you would say, even as a neutral fan watching this game, is that while the Mustangs certainly did not do enough in the final third, the end product wasn't there. They had more of the possession and they created more opportunities. And if there was going to be a route back into that game, it was going to be figuring out those last balls, that last pass forward to try to get more shots on target. But SMCC, I think, recognizing that fact, knows they cannot just sit on their heels and try to defend this 2-goal lead for an entire 45 minutes. They're going to need to create some chances themselves. Caban trying to come down the left. Nice move to get past Eastman. Plays long, looking for Poitras. Knocked back to her. Caban across for Varney. Into the area, but again, the last pass, much less than what is required. That one straight to the grateful hands of Aubrey Gilbert. Low punt from her. Will bounce forward, though, and find a friendly face. Fournier. Eastman. Out wide. Here's Alexis Kelsey trying to get past Koch. Good ball forward. Civiello around her man. Weaves back to her stronger right foot, but the shot canceled out. Excellent job, Heather Nelson, coming over to close her down and take away the space. We'll give a corner kick in the first of the match for the Seawolves. One player set up right in front of goalkeeper Devin Eliason, as they will send this one into the mixer. The header from Civiello goes wide, but a foul already before that being whistled against the Seawolves, and I think it was for impeding the goalkeeper, unfortunately, for Fournier. It's one thing to set up right in front, and it's not a bad strategy in terms of making life difficult for the keeper to come off the line and potentially collect it, but you also have to make sure that you're not keeping the goalkeeper from being able to push forward. As soon as you block their path, more often than not, the whistle's going to sound. That was actually Salazar, the number 15, not the number 5, whistled for that. A little trouble here as, again, the goal kick's not the strongest suit for this Mustangs team, but San Pedro going to get onto that ball out of the area and finds herself in a big pocket of space. Pass forward for Varney, over a hit, will sail out of bounds. San Pedro able to get a touch on that one, but could not trap the ball, and straight back out over the sideline it goes. So no changes to the lineup that was on the field at the end of the first half for head coach Rob Rodriguez. He chose to leave the players that he had on the field to start half number 2, and I suppose why not after having just gotten a goal back in the final minute. So this time it is Fournier who is whistled for the foul. And McCotch will step into this one. Over the top, nobody home in red and white though. Tanis on the turn. Ball out of play. Kelsey able to turn on that one as it bounced over the head of Koch. Her cross straight into the arms of Eliason. Hands, I should say, rather, as keeper gathering that one in well. Did not bobble the touch. Her punt just eludes a first touch from Martirano. Bit of head tennis back and forth. Martirano will win that one down. Played over the top. Poitras down for Caban. Good tackle won by Kenny. Had to get that just right. prevents a chance to get in behind for the Central Maine team. Another playoff matchup between these two bitter rivals. It's been a little while since we've seen one of those, as Mustangs last year got knocked out in the semifinal stage after getting a first-round bye as the number 2 seed without the divisional format. That was brought in and changed this year. Before that, able to get past NHTI, beat Albany College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences right here in Auburn in what was a dramatic goal-scoring final to be able to pick up their first championship. You go back 3 years ago, a 2-1 loss on home field to Southern Maine. This one into the area from San Pedro headed down. Gilbert just looking for some distance on this punt. She gets it there, right into the midfield circle. Charging forward, Nelson able to knock it down. For Zion Armstrong, Tanis able to wiggle around her. And they are going to bring it back for the foul. The Seawolves were in possession, but Armstrong with a leg wrapped firmly around the Seawolves midfielder committing the infraction. Free kick from just inside their own half. Oh, that's beautifully over the top. Civiello in behind and into the back of the net. The Mustangs defense collapses, and they are made to pay for it. Beautiful ball into the area, and Civiello could hardly miss all the time in the world. Eliason stayed firmly on her line, gave up too much room to the far post, and hammered into the back of the net. Second of the game for her. And a great ball over the top by Amaya Braley. And that is going to be the 6th of the season. Puts her into a tie for the team lead in goals. Just like that, a 3-goal advantage again. And Rob, that is probably all over but the shooting now for this CM side.
Yeah, that was a goal scorer's goal, wasn't it? Great composure showed there. Let it come down. Had perfect timing on the shot. She controlled it enough that Lyson had to make a move, and when she did, she went far side.
Yeah, no one on the defensive end, though, tracking that ball through the air, just untouched over the top and bounced into the area, and Civiello with no one on her, able to get there to try and put her off balance. So Armstrong now with a monumental task ahead of them. They'll still keep plugging away. Varney knocked away from her. Martirano on the turn. Trying to get to the end line. Still in possession, but could use some help here. She is double teamed once more. Poitras trying to be an option. Armstrong as well, though she's just going to turn and kick that ball on the first touch and turns possession right back over. And a long ball as well from Fournier, who had no one to try and chase that one down. That's just going to peter out over the end line for a goal kick. Well, a long time still to play in this second half, 35-plus minutes on the clock, Rob Munzing, but that goal does have all the feeling of the final nail in the coffin, even at this early stage.
Well, you've been a defensive team if you're the Seawolves all season long. You played close to the vest, and they certainly know how to defend, and you got to think that's what they're going to do right here. And, if they get an opportunity, because the Mustangs have to press the attack, we've seen what they can do.
Seawolves tied for their second most goals scored in a single game this season. The only bigger result was a 6-0 win on the road against Vermont State University Randolph, but the third time this season they have put 4 in the back of the net. They may not be done yet. San Pedro with a challenge from behind will trip up her man and commit the foul. And Amaya Braley can once again prepare to put a ball over the top. About 20 yards further upfield this time, so the Line will be set right on the edge of the penalty area. Braley serves it up. Right on goal. Shot stopped and held by Eliason. Short punt will bounce through. Braley, header down. Looking for Poitras on the poke ahead, but taken back over. Kenny out wide. Now the Seawolves can just prepare to keep possession and try to relax, but right now their most room to operate is pressing forward. That one will be deflected off the foot of Madison Valentine and in behind for a corner kick. Fournier will come over to take it. Wind at the back of the Seawolves as well here.
Yeah.
Will make things easier, but they're not going to be in any hurry to take any of these set pieces either. 3-goal cushion restored. Valentine's header out behind, and another corner kick. Salazar right in front of the keeper to aim at. Ball in the direction of Tanis. Headed down. Valentine knocks it away. Martirano just trying to clear it out and will avoid surrendering another corner kick, but to throw it in an advanced position for the Seawolves once more. Salazar coming up the field to take it here. And every moment without the ball is going to feel like an eternity for the Mustangs right now. Taken away, long ball forward for Poitras, the speedster, to try to race after. And she cannot get there in time to keep it in bounds. Does get them a little bit of field position alleviation. Closer to midfield here, and Martirano steps in front of that one, but cannot trap it. Back heel, Martirano. Trying to play it again down that flank. The Mustangs getting a little bit of tunnel vision here, ignoring the open middle part of the field. Martirano down for Caban. And a great job there to somehow keep possession. Ahead for San Pedro. Martirano. Poitras to chase after the ball over the top. Poitras ducks out of the way. Will end up working out as San Pedro picks out the second ball, but Martirano once again under pressure, surrounded by two on the double team and dispossessed. Ball over the top, looking for Civiello again. As Fournier forward, but lots of space once again. Valentine trying to step to her. Civiello so comfortable and confident on the ball, just finds a bit of space. Feed into the area. Remington takes it away. Poitras has to come back to scoop it up. San Pedro in the middle. Martirano spots her well with a nice pass, but San Pedro tried to hit that on the first touch. And just the panic right now for the CMCC team, not able to settle down and try to keep the ball. That will allow two substitutions to be made right now. Going to see LeBlond in for Poitras. And it looks like Olivia Varney coming out as well will be replaced by Skylar Oakes. All over the top, Gilbert. Nice job just to gather that one in with two players sprinting right at her, but this Mustangs team has not been able to get themselves into the area with the ball on their foot as LeBlond mishits it right back to the SMCC side. Salazar. Through the middle for Eastman. Oakes able to take it away. And shanks the ball straight out of bounds. Well, stays inbounds on that far side as SMCC has possession. They'll try to work it down that far side and actually turn it over themselves. Pass return too hot to handle for Tanis on that far side. Throw in for LeBlanc. Turns and just no look, drills that one into the area right on the foot of Eastman, but LeBlanc will hunt it down. Trying to get herself free. Martirano. That was knocked off her foot and out of touch, and we will see a substitution now for SM. This is Schlichting coming back in. I believe that's Fournier is going to make way for her. Flipped over the head, Caban. Beautiful move to shake herself free to Martirano. LeBlanc able to step around one, and she's going to go down under pressure, and that'll be a free kick just outside the area. And the SMCC player down here in some discomfort. To be Tiana Salazar, who is getting gingerly back to her feet. And a free kick here that Michaela Martirano is standing over in a similar to what we saw for SM a few minutes ago. Maybe too close to the box. That one was right after the start of the second half. Martirano, can she get this one right? Down 3 goals in the final half hour of play in what could be the last minutes of their season. Martirano over the bar.
Same thing.
Couldn't get that one to come down after clipping it over the top of the defensive wall. So a goal kick, but a chance for Central Maine to keep their players forward and try to take advantage of any kind of a miscue on the goal kick, which is going to be taken by a defender. All played long. Salazar, or Fiandaca rather, on that far side. Drops it off. Salazar here, not able to keep it in. LeBlanc trying to play quickly. Martirano back to the middle. Caban wins it for Armstrong. San Pedro on the turn. Deflected effort. Ooh, and Oakes is going to be ruled to have been fouled there by Riley Wright. It looked like she had leapt into that one. And McCotch from this left side can take it quickly if she wants. The wall's not organized at the moment. I think she's thinking about that right now as the wall just moving all over the place. Koch firing towards that back post, and it's saved. Gilbert had to get up to snatch that one, tracking it all the way. Did a great job not to spill it. Several players right there to punch home any kind of a rebound. Remington heads it back. Tanis over the top. Koch missed it. Remington poked away from her. Kelsey fired wide. .5 minutes left to go in this second half. Southern Maine scoring the first 3 in the first half hour. A very short goal kick going to be taken over here by Kelsey. They came out guns blazing to start the second half and got the 3-goal lead restored as Eliason able to pounce on that errant through ball that was just too far ahead. Bouncing ball here. Oakes trying to get around Riley Wright. Forced the pass that was picked off by Lily Caban. Looking for LeBlanc. Threw into the area. And just kicked out of there by Kenny. Great work, and she will pick out Kelsey on this near sideline. Into the middle for a wide open Eastman. Armstrong able to block that one. San Pedro trying to get the ball back. Got a touch to it off her toe, but not enough to dispossess. Ball over the top. Civiello off her head. Koch will run it down, but could not play it away. Schlichting, great work there. Civiello out wide. Fiandaka. Tanis back in the middle. Valentine. Trying to clear that one away. LeBlanc coming back towards the ball. Good work to keep that in bounds. And tried to play it forward, but hit Caban in the back shoulder. Caban's ball down the line. Cut off. Braley over the top. Volleyed straight back by Valentine, but that will skip out of play. Central Maine running short of ideas here. It is very difficult to try to stay collected on the ball when you're down by 3 goals, knowing that your season is on the line as the second half ticks away. You can only get back into it one good play at a time. A 3-pointer in soccer to bail you out.
No field goals.
Throw in for Caban. Martirano on the turn. Ball headed back. Caban, great job to step in front of Braley. Martirano now, time on the ball. And I'm not sure what she was looking for there. Dialed one up from distance that was far too deep to have any chance of finding the back of the net. Remington. Waited too long on that. Tanis gets crunched into and the foul committed. That's one way to make sure that you can keep possession. If you're not going to be able to get to the first touch of the ball coming down out of the air, you're playing that first touch off the opponent. If they can't trap it and control it close to the body, you take it right away, and Remington forced into the foul. Ball in the same spot where it was a beautiful ball over the top that led to the 4th goal. This time ends up on Eastman's foot. Armstrong forcing her to give it up, and too forceful on that shoulder barge is going to commit the foul. And a chance outside the area here. Free kick taken quickly, and Eliason, the save, spilled it, and it's in. Couldn't hold on to the shot. Oh no, excuse me. Flag is up on the far side for offside. This one's not going to count.
Take a look at it.
Well, the ball over the top here was saved, but yes, you had 2 players standing in an offside position.
Good call.
It was a good shot by Braley, but as soon as it didn't cross the line of its own accord, the offside flag up to deny Southern Maine. LeBlanc playing long. Throw in for Caban, who has certainly looked the best player on the field for the Mustangs so far today. Cuts it back to her left foot, and that cross deflected, launched out towards midfield. Civiello, who's been very calm on the ball on the other end for the Seawolves here, just directing play. Floats it out wide on the left. All the time in the world here for Tanis. Valentine has to come and try to put pressure on her. And it is deflected out in behind for a corner kick. Short corner here. Civiello from the edge of the area. Will send it right back. Low one in towards the area, but miskicked out of bounds. Eliason quickly on it for the goal kick. 20 minutes remaining. Goal kick short. Eastman steps in front of it. Low cross. San Pedro will cut that one out from the top of the box. Martirano just trying to do the hold-up play as a center forward. Pass back for LeBlanc, was chased down by Braley. Popped into the area, Schlichting the header down. Koch will try to get to this one first. Trying to clear it out. Kelsey got to it. And Koch crunches in with a tackle to knock that one away. Riley right forward for the throw-in. Over the top here for Oaks, who's got a lot of space. But rather than take the ball down, she just tries to kick it ahead. Intercepted, but only knocked as far as Caban. Lily Caban, another marauding look forward, but her pass too short. Straight back to Braley. Cleared over the top. Koch going to let that one bounce. It will get all the way across for Kelsey. Koch has no choice but to send that one out behind. Stays on the right side of the corner flag, though, so just a throw-in. Knock back. Eastman. Schuyler able to knock it forward for San Pedro. Tries to dial up the long ball. Martirano on the run. Right, trying to backpedal towards her. Great cut inside. Martirano from distance. Too far out. And the shot just nestles in for Gilbert.
Yeah, parachuted in. Good run up the left side.
She's been able to put balls into the back of the net from distance on more than one occasion. The all-conference selection scored a great one from deep against SMCC. Also put one just over the head of the keeper and under the crossbar on the road against Vermont State University Johnson, the NCAA D3 opponent. Did not get enough power behind that shot there. It was a great run, though, to get forward. And corner kick coming up. Substitution for Central Maine. We'll see Milena Strickland into the game. She will replace, looks to be Megan Remington's going to come out and get a break here. So LeBlanc here. And that one very short on the corner kick attempt, turned right over to SMCC. Caban trying to hunt it back. Great move from Civiello. Eliason at full stretch will dive out to take that one away from Alexis Kelsey. Bunt quickly ahead, but only right at Eastman. Kelsey able to come to the near sideline and collect this. Into the box, good give and go. Koch able to step in front, but we'll play that one out behind for a corner kick. And a substitution ready to come in for the Seawolves. We'll see Fournier return to the match. We'll see who's making way. It might be Eastman. And it will be the number 21 coming off for Southern Maine. Corner kick for the Seawolves, too short. Come right back to Kelsey, who tries her luck again. And this one headed down, and Skylar Oaks not able to keep that one in bounds, but she will prevent another corner kick. Well, the final quarter of an hour here, and the Seawolves can practically taste that semifinal matchup against the The Albany College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences Panthers, the number 1 seed out of the West, who did not have to play a play-in game. That will be a semifinal next Saturday right here in Auburn. NHTI hoping to get through to take on Word of Life. What would promise to be a good crossover of East and West teams. It's that clearance there from Armstrong, ricochets away off the legs of Fournier. Throw in for Central Maine.
Yeah, those games next week, not on Munzing Media. They'll be on the YSCC Sports Network. Information coming up this week.
Pay-per-view coverage of that one from YSCCSportsNetwork.com. We'll, of course, have Rob Munzing at the controls just for the conference itself.
Standard practice, that's how we handle all. And we've done this the last couple of years.
And NHTI did get through with a 2-0, I believe, win against UMaine Augusta. Yeah, that was the final score from that one. Take on Word of Life, who got through Paul Smith's in the other quarterfinal on the west side. Sarah Labby preparing to check into this game. Playing a Strickland. Armstrong trying to race back to win that ball back. Schlichting off the ball, but did it go off the SMCC player? Yes, it did. So a throw in for Central Maine and a chance for the substitution to be made. It's going to be Skylar Oakes who comes out after her cameo. It's a tough thing to get into the game without a chance to really warm up and get the touches right. Skylar Oakes, though, giving her best efforts for a couple of minutes there. Armstrong. Knock back for Valentine. Martirano. Over the top and behind. Right? Great job to pull that back away from pressure from Labby. Koch, though, going to step in front of it. Caban. Lining one up. Shot from distance and hit the side of the net. It brought some cheers from the Central Maine fans, but that one was just off the mark.
Yeah, they don't have the angle we had from up on the hill.
And that will stop the clock here with substitution being made by the team leading in the final couple of minutes. Header from LeBlanc, Martirano. Strickland. Knocked away from her, but it did come off her right ankle, so SMCC still in possession here. Big switch of fields here for Kirsten Condon, who had just come into the game, along with Jaden Stewart for their first action of this quarterfinal. Those fresh legs, chance to maybe just keep possession, be able to outrun these tiring defenders. Condon going to drive in down the right, but Koch quickly across to cancel her out and take away that. That will bring another stoppage of the clock. Sub being made. So Eastman not getting much of a rest here. As Tanis will step out. San Pedro. Pass blocked. Condon across. Valentine. Stepped in front by Caban. Martirano. Into the area, looking for Labby, but just not far enough across the area. Labby, who had a crunching challenge in a similar ball into the area from the opposite side in the home game during the regular season, suffered an injury after big shoulder check from the goalkeeper, Gilbert. Sure, she would have had that in the back of her mind when she was making the diagonal run toward that ball. It's Koch here. Great job to shield it off. San Pedro on the turn. Or that was Nelson, rather, who did a great job shielding enough to drop it back for Koch. Strickland. Martirano wants it over the top. Skips in behind. LeBlanc trying to get on there. Great clearance away. And a header flicked over the top from Stewart. She's going to get back to her feet and get to this one. Taken away. But we've got, I think, a foul given against the Seawolves here. Just contact on the foot while that clearance was being made, perhaps. Free kick taken quickly, but straight to a Seawolves player. Stewart back to collect it. Koch. Knocked away. Giandaka. Left it off or right over the top, served it in. Eliason decided too late to come for that ball. Defender had no choice but to play it. Strickland will switch out wide, but nobody in the vicinity. Madison Valentine up to take the throw. Knotted down. San Pedro. Clipped over the top. Look at Caban on the run. Still going. Still able to win that one down. Trying to cut it back. Double teamed, but Seawolves concede the corner. Let's see who will come up to take this one. Going across, looks like Labby will take it. Short again, Armstrong. Dropped it off. Valentine able to win that one back from Stewart. Plays across, long for Caban. In the area. San Pedro, great turn. Blasts her shot, though, and it would not stay below crossbar height. Great turn to create an opportunity. But the laser uncorked when that one might have called for placement either side of the keeper from that position, Rob.
Just couldn't get it placed well enough up and over.
Trying to hit with power there, and the sacrificing of accuracy does not pay off there. Condon. Eastman. Out of play. Coming forward is Riley Wright. Final 7 minutes here. It would take a miraculous comeback from 3 goals down at this point. And for now, the Seawolves just trying to manage the clock and see out the rest of this game. Koch got a foot to it out of bounds.
Well, Seawolves don't mind that.
Poked away by San Pedro. Eastman. Labby able to get a toe to it. Koch trying to knock it away. Condon got to the end line. Low cross. Was out behind the end line, so Eliason can set up another goal kick here. And 2 more changes prepared to be made for the Seawolves here. It'll be 3 actually, as Tanis is going to come back in.
Hey, take a knee first, ladies. Thank you. Thank you.
And there will be those changes coming in now.
This slow pedestrian pace will favor the Seawolves.
They're not going to be in any hurry to get things restarted. As those 3 substitutions made there. Getting into the match will be Lainey Ray, the number 13, along with Lana Emery, who's been the backup goalkeeper, playing out in the field right now, and Isabel Tanis swapping with fellow captain Annabelle Fournier, as the Mustangs will make another change here. Olivia Varney coming in, and I think this is a chance to get all of the graduating players on the field here for Rob Rodriguez, knowing that this game is all but over. Eliason to step into this goal kick. Launched long, Condon though. Right towards her, Labby able to get ahead to it. Volleyed back, Koch. Turned over. Valentine cleared ahead. Elena LeBlanc got chest to it. We'll have to try and turn in possession down that far side. Martirano hustling over across. Trying to free up the ball, but it will be another throw-in for SMCC. The Seawolves here under Ethan Wells, the departing head coach of this team, and his last hurrah with the side that he's coached for so long. New athletic director after being a longtime assistant with the Seawolves program, now has the head job and has ceded the reins of this Seawolves program, but knew it was going to take at least a year to make that change. So trying to make one more run towards a title with his side. And he is going to have a spot in the semifinals. Doesn't have to go too far. Try and win 2 more games next weekend. San Pedro. Effort deflected. That will be scooped up. Punt out for Condon. Just had it bounce over her foot. Koch over the top. Labby. Good ball across, but the sting taken out of it there by the boot of her opposite number, Lainey Ray, able to get contact on it. Lily Caban, look at her going a long way back once again to win possession back, and she's not going to turn and boot, Rob. She's going to turn and dribble up the field. You're looking at your Edge Nutrition player of the game right there, and just runs out of gas with how much she has poured into this game. I don't think she's come off the field.
Yeah, she hasn't. She got the goal and played hard the whole game.
Strickland dialing one up from distance, but not much sting out of in the shot, and it's taken out of it on the foot there as Gilbert can waste a few more seconds of clock before the pressure comes from Martirano, forcing her to pick that one up. Koch. Long for Labby. One touch into the middle. Right back to her from San Pedro. So those two working the give and go very well. San Pedro trying an effort once again, though too far out to be able to trouble the keeper from that distance. The effort's on target, but not much more than that. And we have a stoppage here. Sarah Labby was chasing that one down. I think she's going to get a yellow card here. I'm not sure what's going on here. I did not see the card out of the pocket, did you, Rob?
No, I did not.
So, interesting. Just a stoppage there for a word with the player, but...
Yeah. Linguistic timeout.
This one sent long over to that far side, just too far away on the clearance. Varney will come across to take the throw in here. Well, maybe one consolation prize to be had here if they can find another late goal. They scored in the final minute of the first half for the Mustangs on what's going to be a disappointing end of the season. But it's SMCC that's on the front foot here. Eastman drops it back. Strickland trying to put on pressure. Stewart knocked away for Nelson. Clearance out wide for Caban. Another great move cutting back inside. Caban still pushing forward. Plays it down the right for LeBlanc. Cross into the area, and that one off the outside of the foot, straight out of bounds. Well, it's all over but the shooting now for this one. Seawolves trying to prevent anything else from coming. We'll just look to play keep away in the offensive half, but Nelson well read. That one deflected off the arm of Stewart, but she had her hands down at her side. That one's not going to get called there. Varney trying to win it back. And a shot hammered is going to be close to the net. That one not that far away.
Yeah, it became a tester.
Just put her foot through it. Did not take a touch from Eliason, so her goal kick too short there, though. Varney able to step through it. Her pass cut off by Eastman. And the foul there as she tried to kick it ahead. And that's going to do it. Southern Maine, in a dominating performance, pulls the upset over the number 2 seed, and the Seawolves will advance to the YSCC Women's Soccer semifinals right here in Auburn next weekend. They beat the Mustangs 4-1 here in Auburn, Maine. Great performance there. Jocelyn Civiello, the 2 goals, the one early in the second half that broke the backs of the Mustangs after Lily Caban's late goal in the final minute of the first half gave them some hope to make it 3-1 at the break. But the Seawolves just able to hold off everything from there. They win in dominating fashion, controlling the pace of play from start to finish in that final 45 minutes to give the Mustangs no chance at the comeback. So it will bring Central Maine's season to a disappointing conclusion. After picking up the number 2 seed, Mustang season will end at 5-7-4 overall with the loss here tonight. Southern Maine rolls on. They'll look to see if they can pull the upset over the number 1 seed in the West in the semifinals. That'll be the ACPHS Panthers, who have been a team that has been long on the cusp of winning another title themselves. Southern Maine 7-3-3 now, headed into the final weekend of conference play. They'll run through the handshake line here. Our Edge Nutrition player of the game, as we said, for the Mustangs, Lily Caban with a great performance, Rob Munzing. And well-deserved here for the end of this women's soccer season that doesn't end the way they wanted to, but still had themselves a very well-played season.
So you see the kids going through the line. It was, let's mention this too, Caleb, hotly contested as they all are, but clean game. I don't think many fouls and limited cards. Was there any
no
cards?
In the game, and there was certainly no less physical play than you would expect to see in a playoff game.
But good and clean.
But good, clean game, and one that was about as hotly contested as you'd expect it to be under the circumstances between the arch rivals as well. But SMCC just had too much early on, finishing off those chances. They were lethal in the box. Every single one of their first 3 opportunities in the penalty area found its way into the back of the net, and that was enough for them pretty much to wrap it up from there. And that is going to wrap up coverage for us on the evening. Reminder that we are back on the air for our women's hockey season opener tomorrow night. We will hope that you'll join us there. For now, I'm Caleb Lamb for my producer and broadcast partner, Rob Munzing, our camera operator, Miche Manata. Caleb Lamb saying so long. Your final score for the final time in the women's soccer quarterfinals, SMCC 4, CMCC 1. You've been watching it on Munzing Media.